Alrighty boys, welcome back to another step-by-step video. Now today's video is going to be on OSA, how to get free kills with OSA, how to get better with OSA using gameplay examples. Now in today's video, this first clip that I want to talk about, we're over on Consulate. We're going to be attacking admin. Now usually for this push, the reason why I'm running OSA is because for one we have nades and for two we have the OSA shields, right? The ideal position that I want to get into is I want to get into meeting. I want to put an OSA shield down in front of the doorway next to the default plant and then plant safely into that corner right there. So that way I'm able to get the plant down, then I'm able to play it also in the post plant or have one of my teammates play it in the post plant as well. But mainly the main problem with this push is getting people out of the corners for admin. So this pre-fire that I'm doing right here in this first example is actually a really common position that people like to play on this map. So I go ahead and I pre-fire it off rip. I have no intel for that guy. I just pre-fire it because it's one of those positions that people tend to play a lot whenever they're playing for admin. And so that's the reason why I pre-fire that, and that's just like some kind of like a game sense tip that I can give you guys. Now right here I do swing in. Now honestly I probably should have droned before I jumped in, but what's going to end up happening here is I believe I'm going to toss a nade through this drone hole, and the reason why I'm doing that is because usually people put a shield for the vending hallway, but this mute ends up swinging me aggressively, so I get a free kill on him, then I swing again for another free kill and get myself a free kill on somebody on the double door. So now, since we cleared out most of this side of the map, I'm like, okay, now it's time to use my OSA shield. Now, technically, I can just pull out my OSA shield and use that as, like, my cover while I push up. And so that way, I'm able to get into positions that I want to go and then be able to place my OSA shield. Now, right here, I do see a girl in the head hole, so you can assume in this type of position that he's going to get rid of my OSA shield using impacts. Now, right here, for some reason, my ace is on the single wall with diffuser. Now, this is probably on me for not taking the diffuser during prep time. But we do end up rotating out, picking up diffuser. I'm telling my teammate in game chat just to stay alive so I can rotate over so we can go ahead and get a plant basically, and then we can play the post plant with the OSA shields. Now when I come back here, this Goyo is going to go ahead and impact my shield. My Gridlock is playing for the hallway here, so that way he's going to cover for anybody running up to try to swing me, and we do end up getting a free kill right there off of him covering me. And then what's going to end up happening here is just a very generic plant with cover from the hallway, and then we play the OSA shield to basically finish it off. Now, one of my teammates gave me a call out that he was reception, but he runs back to over to the head holes. I get audio for it, so I just played my OSA shield here. This is an unwinnable position for the Frost because he has to basically try to get me to swing. He ends up going to the doorway. He forgets about my teammate holding my cross, and we end up getting a free kill onto him and securing the round. Now next up here, guys, we're going to be on Villa. Now this angle that I peeked off rip here is actually a really common way of checking for the spawn peak for top red window. Now I think I've featured it in a couple step-by-steps before, but I don't end up getting a kill for it right there. But I do think that's a good window to check when you're coming out of spawn for this side of the map. Because there is a good chance that somebody could be spawn peeking it and you could get yourself a free one tap right there. So I want to quickly bring that up. But getting us into our actual what we're going to be doing for this round, I'm playing OSA here. Now my main idea with this push is that I want to push this side of the map. I want to clear roamers out of this side of the map. Unfortunately, my team does push really fast for this side of the map, and we're going to lose two people off rip, and eventually it is going to turn into a 1v4 position. However, we're going to be able to play OSA and basically shut down the enemy team trying to ego challenge into me. So we're basically, the idea with OSA that I'm going for here, for this specific clip for context, is whenever it turns into like a 1v4, 1vx, whatever, I want to play my OSA shields in a way that put pressure on the enemy team to not play aggressive, and if they do play aggressive, then the idea is that I'm going to get free kills from it. Now right here, I hold the Astro Stairs. I'm just like, sometimes people do this thing where they, like, you'll shoot the camera and then they will just walk up right away, so that's why I waited a second there to check for it. I put my OSA shield down right there, by the Astro Stairs for a second, just because I'm trying to see if anybody's at the bottom of the staircase that starts moving. You know what I mean? Like if I get audio of somebody moving in that type of position, he might try to look for a flank, but nobody ends up doing it. I get no audio for it, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to start working our aviator side push. Now right here, one of my teammates dies by 90, and then one of my other teammates dies by study. Now right here, there's one guy on red stairs, there's one guy on the aviator door by Boar next to the like little skull thing right there. So I go ahead and swing this guy on 90, get a free kill into him, and then there's a guy in this corner that I end up seeing his gun, and my teammate gives me a yellow ping. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to nade, I'm going to get him stuck in this corner. He has to swing out, so I pre-fire him, get a free kill. My teammate gives me a fantastic call out for somebody on the steady pixel. I pre-fire that because I'm using the OSA's PDW-9, which is a fantastic weapon, by the way, guys. Make sure you pre-fire with this gun. It's so good. Last guy was bottom red. He rotated away. But I guess he decided to try to run back up red. But that gave me the opportunity to get a plant behind the bar right here. And that was based off of audio, by the way, just so you guys are aware. That's why I was able to just run into sight right there, because I heard him run away, and then he came back afterwards, and my teammates gave me call-outs. Now, right here, I'm playing the Osa Shield. This should be unwinnable for enemy Legion here, because he has to get me to swing. And what's going through my head here is I'm going to swing, and I actually do whiff on this guy, but I do end up trading here. Now, honestly, I think this is a headshot. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. I do end up getting a trade onto him, but I personally thought that was a headshot off of my swing. But I think it's because he, like, crouched, and that's the reason why I didn't get it. But we do end up securing the round. Now, like I said, guys, I want to talk about ways of getting free kills. So, one of the ways that you can get free kills on Chalet when you're attacking the wine bomb site is, long story short, prep one of your drones inside a big garage here, and the idea here is that if anybody tries to rat inside a big garage early on, you'll have a drone on them right away, and you'll be able to get yourself free kills off of it. Now right here, I get on my drone, my teammate, I tell one of my teammates to get on my camera, start yellow pinging this guy, spam yellow pinging him. I have the PDW-9, so I'm going to be able to just spray right through the wall, and end up getting a free kill on this guy to start the round. Now next up, guys, we're going to be over on Canal. We're attacking the bottom kayaks bomb site, and long story short, once again, I'm going to be playing Osa. Now, the idea that I want to go for Osa for this specific round, and the plan that I'm going into this round with, is that I want to try to push Scuba. I want to use those Osa shields, to basically create space. Now right here on my drone, I saw somebody trying to spawn peek this yellow window. So what I'm doing here is I'm running over to this platform right here, because this is an easy way of countering the spawn peek. You get a free little pixel angle on them. They won't even be able to see you unless they're directly trying to look at you. And I end up getting myself a free kill to start the round right there. Now, like I said, my main idea here, guys, is that I want to push for the Scuba double window, and I want to try to make some kind of push happen over on this side of the map. Now, right here, I do check bottom red, I check the maps window, and I check low bridge. Now, these are all very common spawn peak locations, so I just like to check them whenever I make it over to this double window, because in these type of positions, like, you never know. Some people, you know what I mean, I kill somebody off rip, they punch a window, they try to look for a refrag. You never know, you know what I mean? So that's the reason why we're checking those right there. But right here, we're droning. I ping one of the Fenrir traps for my Twitch right there, so he can go ahead and get rid of that early on in the round here. That is going to go ahead and alert the Fenrir that we're going to be trying to push this side of the map. However, he doesn't try to make any effort to rotate over, so what we're going to do here is our Osa shield out, try to protect ourselves from Locker's doorway. We're going to jump in. We're going to try to push like aggressively here off rip, just to see if anybody does try to flood over. I do end up hitting an Elamine, so I'm going to go ahead and start putting on the Osa shield. Nobody tries to swing me though, so I could decide that it's not really worth it to put an Osa shield there. I could though, just to like make sure that I keep the space, but I decided against it because there's a really good chance that for the push that I'm trying to go for, that they would use like C4s or nitrocells or impacts to try to get rid of my shield. So that's why I decided to not put one there, because I'm probably going to need it later on in the round. Right here, there's a guy stuck in Harry Potter. I try to nade him out, but unfortunately he does get away somehow. And right here, all I'm trying to do in this type of position is I'm just trying to let my teammates flood up. Right there, I almost shot my Nomad. Ignore that. I didn't expect him to be in there at that current moment. But right here, I'm going to put an Osa shield down for the hallway. There's a guy stuck in Harry Potter. At least there should be a guy stuck in Harry Potter. He ends up impacting my shield and rotating up the main stairs. I'm trying to tell my Twitch that Ella ran upstairs, and he ends up killing the Fenrir. But there should also be an Ella that ran up as well. He does end up killing my Twitch, and then my Nomad does die to someone inside a locker, so I go ahead and swing aggressively here because he's injured. I gotta look for the refrag, and then now the Ella's upstairs, so I'm kind of worried about my vert here, but my teammate gives me a fantastic call out that he's trying to flank me for Scuba and that he's 1 HP, so I go ahead and get myself a free kill into him, and then now we're going to execute the actual play that we were going for, where we're putting the Osa shield down for the doorway. This 2-brow Eagle challenges me, and I get a free kill into him playing the Osa Osa shield. Now next up here, guys, we're going to be once again back on Villa. Now honestly, I wanted to include this clip because in that other example that I used earlier, I didn't actually show you guys what the actual idea was with Osa for this map. But the idea here, like I said, I want to push the backside. I want to clear out all the roamers from this side of the map. Now right here, my teammates are joining. They're telling me bathroom's clear, telling me Astro's clear, telling me there might be a guy inside a statue here that is potentially trying to push up, but he ends up rotating over to trophy. My teammates are all flooding up. I'm going to go ahead and put one of my Osa shields down right away here because it's going to essentially cut off this guy's rotation right away. So he's essentially trapping himself inside a trophy. Now I do light him up to 1 HP right there, but he is going to unfortunately be able to escape. But that's okay because now we can start slowly pushing up. And I decided to go ahead and put my Osa shield down again because he does try to ego challenge once again here. My teammates are going to walk up, take more space, which is fine. And then I'm going to go ahead and pick up my Osa shield here. And that way we can start progressing our push even more. We end up shooting the Capcan traps on this statue door. And in this type of position, I just want to kind of like figure out where people are. And what I want to do is I want to keep extending like how much ground we control basically. So like right here, I'm seeing that we have a super Azami strat going on inside of Aviator. So I'm going to go ahead and use one of my nades to get rid of all of that utility. Right here, I'm going to end up seeing this Azami. So I'm going to line up the shot, get myself a free kill into her. And the Legion from earlier is actually over on 90 right here. So what I'm doing right here is I'm kind of telling my teammates like, hey, follow up behind me, follow up behind me. I'm basically a shield player right now. And they're going to be able to get free kills on this guy. Now, unfortunately, I don't place my Osa shield down all the way right here. Or else this guy would have swung back in and I would have got myself a free kill for him. But we do end up securing him, making him back all the way back up to site right there. So we end up securing 90 right then and there. Now, the main thing that we want to be looking for in this type of position is we want to drone out study, make sure study's clear, and then I want to get an Osa shield down on the Aviator door. Now, the only thing that kind of sucks here in this position is one of my other Osa shields is on 90, but I'm going to still try to make this push happen. Right here, this guy tosses a Nitro Cell at me, but I hold my shield out in front of me, so I end up surviving the blast, which is fantastic. Now they don't have a Nitro Cell to deny us for a default plant. They do end up impacting my Osa shield, which is the main problem here. We do end up killing the Capcan, and ideally I would put my other Osa shield down right now and basically secure us like some play here basically to secure the round. This guy ends up impacting the wall, so I get a free kill onto him. And then in this type of position, it's a 2v1 position. I want to try to look for some kind of cover play, so I end up going prone, and I'm just going to be holding the rotate and get myself a free kill on this last guy and secure the round. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today's step-by-step video on Osa. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and also comment down below any feedback. Peace!